What's up, Schmoedown fans? Welcome back to another episode of Beyond the Schmoedown. I'm Star Wars champion Andrew and Nicki Dimalanta.
And I'm Nicki Dimalanta.
5 matches to go over this week?
Maybe? Yes?
Yes?
We'll see.
We'll see.
4 or 5? I don't know.
A lot. It's a lot. It's more than last week.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
Like we do every time.
Big announcement.
There is a big announcement.
Yeah, there is.
Spectacular, I'm assuming is what you're thinking of.
Spectacular, and also studio matches.
Oh, hell
Getting
yeah.
back to the studio.
That's right.
Pretty sure we mentioned it last week, but
I think so. So studio match is coming back.
as of today, I think they have announced the ones that they're filming in studio.
Like the Scum and Villainy Cantina.
Yes, those are 2 title matches, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. I think on Twitter, I think Christian was like, oh, fine, I'll tell you. And I forget which is which, but on like
Just
August
pester him as much as possible, and he'll eventually tell you.
August 1st and August 14th, I think, are the 2 dates. And on those 2 dates, I don't remember which is
which
for which match, but there's going to be, I think, Ethan Irwin versus Dan Morrow for the singles title.
Yes.
Uh-oh. No, never mind. I thought I was doing like a spoiler or something.
Yeah, no, we already know this about alcohol.
Never mind. Ethan Irwin, Dan Morrow, and the other one is the IG title between Chandru Dandapani and Mike Kalinowski.
Yes.
So that's really exciting.
Yeah, and people are like, oh, you got to put it, Scum and Villainy with Star Wars title, right? It's like, well, I'm defending at the end of August, and you go and turn around the next week.
The end of July.
End of July, sorry. End of July, then you want to turn around immediately and defend
have another Star Wars title match right after a Star Wars title match.
And I think people are thinking like, oh, I mean, you have to put it because like it's the only time they're going to be able to do it there. It's like, they can rent it again.
Yeah.
They can always do it again.
It's not like it's a one-time thing.
Yeah.
It is exciting, though, because it's going to be like limited capacity, I think. So exclusive ticket sales. And then also I think they're going to be having like custom drinks and stuff like that. So that's really fun.
That's gonna be
fun.
I
still think that the only Schmoedown drink I can think of is the Schmohito, which I don't even like mojitos.
I need to correct myself really quick. It's like, so I'm assuming I beat Laura Kelly. Laura Kelly can beat me, and then she has to turn around in a week or two. That's not
fair.
It's not enough time to prepare.
Yeah,
for Thomas
Collision
Harper
is going to be Collision's at the end of the month to turn around and either August 1st or August 14th to have another defense or title match is ridiculous.
Yeah, for either of us, it's it's a lot. So it makes sense that because it's been those 2 title matches have been on the docket for a while. It's like, when do we have them? It's like, well,
now we do.
And
it's going to be it just so happens to be a Star Wars themed bar.
Yeah, and like I said, it's not the only opportunity that they're going to have matches there. They're going to have the opportunity again to film.
Because I'm pretty sure the FCL filmed there too. So obviously it's not a one and done type thing.
I don't think because Collider Studios is no longer a thing. They don't have a studio. I think this makes sense to like if they don't have their own studio locked down.
Yeah. I don't know if it's going to be like all of them at the Scum and Villainy, but
I don't think so.
At least it's an option.
Hey, we're getting back to studio matches.
That's something to celebrate.
So
and then December 4th is spectacular for
at the
Globe.
The Globe, that magnificent theater. Oh my God! You remember what that theater looked like?
We went there.
No, we saw it. It was the free for all with they call it the Muppet back balcony. When Elson and Christian.
The Abe Lincoln seats. Hey.
Too soon. Too late.
Too late.
How dare you make that joke so late?
Bull Burnham.
I told you about his latest special, right? I don't think
I'm good.
It's when it's funny, it's really funny, but it's basically when he's not being funny, it's basically watching him just degrade over time.
No thanks.
Trying to finish the special, it gets depressing at times for me at least.
Wow, way to bring it down.
It's still really good. It's still it's really funny, and it's basically like an art piece, like a performing art piece. It's really good. And it speaks to me as a videographer because you caught glimpses of it and you're like, God, I feel like I'm watching you right now. Setting up the camera and stuff. It's like, yep, that's pretty much it. Anyways, before we go off on ridiculous tangents. Again,
I guess it is Andrew.
It is my fault every single time. Sorry.
Sorry. I haven't watched the whole special, but I highly recommend Make Happy and what? I think the other one is called.
Yeah, what's the first one?
I haven't watched Inside the whole way through. I don't know if I will. We'll see. Anyways, spectacular at the Globe. Good time. It's going to be a lot of fun, and it's very exciting to know that. And it's I don't if it's not sold out. I know that within an hour, like all the VIP passes were sold out, and I think the elite and VIP I think are all sold out. I don't know about general admission and Expo.
As of today's recording, I think it's very close to being sold out. So get your tickets now.
Get your tickets.
Get your tickets because that's going to go quick. It's the premier event of the Schmoedown every single year. So
yes, it's the Super Bowl.
Thankfully, this is when we'll be live. Oh,
yeah,
we'll be live.
Yeah.
Yes.
So let's do this.
Let's do it. Let's get into the matches.
Okay.
Before I go on to another tangent.
Yes, please. Okay. So what do we have? Close TikTok. Close Amazon.
Follow me on TikTok at Drew_Dimalanta. I'm doing that one video of me is doing really well.
Okay. So first match we have is a title. No, it's not a title match. A teams match.
Teams match.
They both start with a T. We have the Outsiders of the Den, and that is of course Paul the Powder Keg Preston and Ben the Bandit Goddard versus the Press Room of the Mercs, who is Scary Perry Nemiroff and Josh the Carpathian Horowitz.
And they're both coming off of losses in the first round of the last team's tournament.
Both teams?
Both teams.
That is true. Round one. Perry and Paul both missed the question about Big Fish. Perry missed a question about Beetlejuice, The Expendables, and Snatch. Oof. And then Ben missed Roland Emmerich. Josh Horowitz got a perfect round and got the bonus.
Still
13-14 in favor of the Outsiders.
Very
scary.
good.
A little scary because it's kind of reminiscent of the last match with the press room against Rushmore, where Perry was missing a handful.
Yeah.
So it's looking kind of scary.
But Horowitz,
if you're a press room fan.
Yeah, but Horowitz is keeping him in.
Hell yeah, he is.
It's doing really well.
Round two. The Outsiders go first. They spin Tom Hanks and stick with it. They go multiple choice 3 times. They got 2. They missed 1, and that one did get stolen. The press room goes. They get spinach choice. They decide to take new releases. To no one's surprise, they're both,
very good at new releases. They go at press junkets,
exactly,
talk to people, so they know all the new stuff.
Multiple choice. One time they got it right. 22-25 in favor of the press room. Round 3. 2-pointer for the Outsiders. Benjamin takes it. Julia Roberts. Richard Donner directed Julia Roberts and Mel Gibson in what 90s thriller? Conspiracy Theory. Got it. 3-pointer for the Outsiders. Paul takes it. Drew Barrymore. What prominent comedic actor has a small role in Donnie Darko as the character of Ricky Danforth? Seth Rogen. He did miss it. Never seen Donnie Darko.
Yeah.
But I feel like it has like one of those cult followings. I don't know. There's a rabbit in it or something. Somebody dresses a rabbit.
I think so, yeah.
I think. I don't know.
I haven't seen it.
5-pointer for the Outsiders. Because we are, I guess, now in TKO territory. Yeah. Denzel Washington. Philip Noyce directed Denzel Washington in what 1999 thriller? The Bone Collector. They went for it. They got it. TKO avoided. 2-pointer for the press room. Perry takes it. Tom Hanks. I feel like T. Hanks has been coming up a lot.
Yeah.
He's the new crime.
But crime rears her head again.
Tom Hanks. Oh, yeah. She comes back. Tom Hanks plays what real-life person in the 2013 film Saving Mr. Banks? I guessed Mr. Banks. Never
Walt Disney.
It. Walt Disney. Got it right. 3-pointer for the press room. Oh, yeah. Josh takes it because Perry just took that first one. Comedy. Which Academy Award-winning actor plays Rick the Pecker?
Don't be nasty.
I don't know if I got like auto-corrected here because I literally have Rick the Pecker Peck Tug Speedman. That cannot be right.
I don't know.
Something happened there, I think. Anyways, the extremely devoted agent and best friend in Tropic Thunder, Matthew McConaughey.
Right.
Got it. And with that,
they have to even answer their 5.
The press room takes it 29-30. Wow. After that first round, I got a little nervous for the press room, gonna be honest. So, this was a well matched
yeah, very
matchup.
Even.
The one thing that made me kind of like, and I know that I wasn't the only person to pick up on it, whatever. It just kind of felt like the Outsiders were just
not in it.
Not really in it from the beginning.
Their energy felt really deflated. They felt very off the entire match.
Low energy. Not sure. Could be reading it wrong. I don't know. I wasn't there. But it did seem like
it's not, it felt like not that like they didn't care. It just felt like
no, not at all. I know they do.
it felt like they were. I hate to use the word over it. You know what I mean? It's just they didn't feel like they were in it from the get go. It just felt like they were just like not.
I just feel like low energy is the best.
They didn't. I don't know but I did pick up on that. It just didn't feel like they were going for it in certain ways.
Yeah.
So it just didn't feel like they were melding that day for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know.
And I don't know, but yeah, that was a rough match for them. It's been a rough couple matches for both Paul and Ben.
Exactly. I know a lot of people are using the term sophomore slump for Ben. Mm-hmm. I don't think that would apply to Paul because this isn't his second season.
This is his third season, yeah.
You know, it's a rough go because they're both great players, you know, and Paul Preston had such a strong, promising rookie season, especially when he debuted. He was playing with Adam Witt and everything.
And then he really hits a sophomore slump.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right. He did hit one his second year, and then here we are in his third year, and it's kind of like it's still trying to shake it off.
Yeah.
Especially in the teams division for him. But, you know, I don't know.
And tournaments are still around the corner. Ben's most likely will be in at least one in the IG tournament. Paul will most definitely be in the singles.
I think
and they'll both probably be in the teams.
Yes, and that was something else that somebody said somewhere. I don't know if it's a Facebook group or whatever, but they were like, I don't know, maybe it's just a lot of pressure that the whole Den spotlight
because
is focused on them, considering that Kate called them the centerpiece of the faction.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a lot of weight to carry on their shoulders. I don't know, especially considering you are having kind of a slump. So going into it, you're like, am I going to lose this one too?
Yeah, it is asking a lot of these two players because we look at every other faction. You have the marquee players, the ones that you're surrounding everybody, or like you're building your faction around.
You're building your faction around your sign players.
Because look at everybody else. You have Merle Bateman, Roka JTE, Bibiani Meyer, Ethan Liz, and McQueenie. Then you look at the Den. It's like good players, but like look at the star, like the names immediately pop when you mention the first two. Preston Goddard isn't quite there yet, so it is a lot of
as far as like,
you know, like
when you look at
cementing yourself in the league.
John Roca,
exactly,
you know, kind of thing. A Mike Kalinowski, like those names are like thrown around in the Rushmore discussion.
And along with those names are titles that go along. Ben and Paul haven't gotten there yet. So it is a lot to ask of these two guys to be like, look, you are the centerpiece of my faction. I need you to win. And
this is their first season as a team.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's rough to ask from a rookie team.
So I do understand when people ask, like, that is a lot of pressure, because I understand that not just pressure from fans, but from your faction mates, from your manager, and from yourself.
Yeah,
it's a lot to ask of these two guys. That great players, but just haven't gotten there just yet.
Yeah, they just need, in both singles and teams, I think they both just need a good win just to shake it off.
Yeah, just a good solid win. Like one of those wins where everything goes your way that day.
Yeah.
The wheel spin goes your way, you get a perfect round one, and you don't have to answer your 5 necessarily. And it's a great day for you. You can shrug off the rest of the losses.
And you're like, all right, finally, I'm out of that slump.
Yeah.
Like, I shook it off. You know, monkeys off my back, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. It's kind of like that one Brooklyn Nine-Nine episode where what's his name? Jake is in a slump.
He just needs a solid case.
He just needs a solid case to just get that one case in, and because he wants to keep trying to find that big case that will get him. I was like, no, just focus on this one first.
Yeah.
And then you can start building yourself up.
Yeah.
I think that's what they're at right now. Just get that one win for either of them.
Yeah, and just shake off that negative energy.
Yeah.
You know, so it was upsetting to see what is perceived as like low energy, because I love both Paul and Ben.
It could be high focus that makes them look like they're just not.
Could be.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I don't expect every competitor to be, you know, big smiles all the time, because when you're serious and you're trying to really focus.
Yeah. When I'm really focused, you're like, what's wrong? I'm like, I'm working.
I'm like, were you mad at me?
It's like, no, I'm working. So,
does it matter? Are you mad at me? What'd I do? I had a dream that you were mad at me. Are you really mad at me? True story.
Can you imagine what you realize what you did in my dream last night? I am not happy with you. I'm sorry.
No, I had a dream that you were mad at me, and I woke up like, oh no, are you? That's
women.
And women, am I right, ladies?
Anyways, but on the flip side of that, the press room, they bounced back from a tough loss in the tournament. And Horowitz continues to impress. This guy has star power written all over him now.
In every way.
In every single facet of the game, he is. You pointed at him. It's like he's playing like a veteran. This is his first year,
and he's got the personality, the quick wit to back it up.
Absolutely. And like we said in his last match, he's starting to play like he really cares about it and he's really into it.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, I love it. And it's really easy to say, oh yeah, he's the carry of this team. Perry bailed him out a couple of times.
She did.
Yeah.
And she had a bit of a rocky start.
Yeah.
But she seemed to really pick up steam in round 2.
And I think that's the kind of player Perry is. Ow, God. Jesus. She's that kind of player where she has to answer a couple of first questions, get them right, and then get into the groove of playing.
Yeah.
Once she gets into that groove, then she's on fire. Answers come to her quicker and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of player she needs. I think it's just the first round stumbles she needs to polish up, and I think if they can correct that and get on top of that, dangerous team. Team.
Because Josh, I mean, I don't mean to just harp on Josh, but he's just... we said last time like sneaky good, but at this point, I think people are really starting to
be aware of what he's capable of.
Exactly. So I don't know how sneaky he is anymore. We've seen him be good. So I think people are really starting to see and say that he's a rising star. I could see him,
I'm
future belted, whatever.
Oh yeah, no, I can see him at least contending for being in the spot for a number one contender shop at the very least.
Yeah.
If you say he's going for the title tomorrow, I'm like, yep, that sounds about right. That sounds
Given
about right.
what he's done in his last couple matches, he's been playing
so
great.
I am rapidly becoming a Horowitz fan.
I'm not even rapidly becoming. I am.
Yeah, not just because he's on my faction, but he's very, very good.
Oh yeah, and at this point in the year right now, there's still plenty of season left to go. But at this point right now, I think that he's definitely got a lock for a nomination of Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, absolutely.
Him alongside like Griffey Nooms and Thomas Harper. I think that there are definitely some people that as of right now, they're shoo-ins for nominations at the very least.
At this point, we have to wait until the end of the season because there's so many undefeated players.
Yeah. There's a lot of people doing really well right now. So it would be, you got to wait till the end of the season because you never know what's going to happen and who's going to, maybe somebody else is going to start really picking up steam towards the end. So you never know. So great match.
Fantastic match.
Press room. Fantastic. Can't wait to see where else they go from here. And I'm really hoping that the outsiders are able to shake this off.
Yeah.
And get back into their groove.
Just get that one win. Get back into the winning circle and then take that momentum to the next match.
Yeah, get the
That's all you
energy
can
back
ask
up.
for.
Get the confidence back up a little bit.
That's all you can ask for.
So, next match. What do we have? Oh, we have a singles match. We've got Brother Lomas of the Finstock Exchange versus the Maniac, Beth May of the Mercs. So, if there's anything to be said about this match, it is that Brother Lomas can cut a promo.
Dude, man, we need him in a live event just so he can come out with smoke machines and have
the lighting just flickering like it's lightning or something. I don't know.
Well, not because that would give him a devil type of persona, and we don't want that.
I just think
I don't know.
Devil.
Well, no, evil persona.
I mean, he's on a heel faction. I don't know. I just feel like lighting would be his best friend in a live promo.
Man, don't have him come down the out from the audience. Have him come from the stage, back the crap out of it. Put smoked machines and just have the silhouette of him coming out.
Hand out communion wafers on your way to the stage.
The body of Christ.
The body of Gucci. Oh man. I'm sure the religious puns could be endless, but maybe a little damning.
They're just Ritz crackers.
Ritz crackers and beer. Oh my God. The body of Gucci, the brew of salvation.
Figure out what Gucci's favorite Girl Scout cookie is. Hand those out.
That would be really funny. Yeah, the possibilities are endless.
Be great.
I mean, Beth, she has. I mean, if you want to have a quirky personality for the quirky mercs, look no further than Beth May. They had a really fun promo, both of them. Beth had
polar opposites too.
Her training montage, and Lomas is just doing his thing. It was great. I love watching that promo. They did great, and I would love to have seen their energy with each other in a live setting.
Yeah.
Who knows? now that it's coming back, maybe. I don't know if they both live in California. I assume everybody does. But, we'll see. So, round 1. Beth missed a question about Warcraft, Matt Damon, Last Stand, and Rocky 4. Brother Lomas missed a question about Renee Zellweger. So, by the end of round 1, 4-7 in favor of Lomas. Round 2, yes. Lomas spins Robert Redford and gets a perfect round 2. Like, where did that come from?
Yeah.
Apparently, the man likes Robbie Redford. So, Beth goes. She spins Thriller. 2 2-point misses. One was stolen. One was not. So, with that, 8-17 in favor of Lomas. So, yeah, we are in a pretty precarious position here with Beth. Round 3, 2-pointer for Beth. Matthew McConaughey. I feel like he's been coming up a lot lately in round 3 as well. Who plays Matthew McConaughey's co-lead in Fool's Gold? Unfortunately, she missed it. It was Kate Hudson. With that, 8-17 in favor of Lomas. Another TKO for the Finstock Exchange.
I mean, she avoided the +1.
She avoided the +1 by avoiding the whole ass knockout. I don't know if I can say that.
Yeah, you can.
So, there's always a silver lining.
Yeah.
So at least it was just a -1 and not an extra bonus one to them.
Yeah, I mean, Lomas, I think, because he did almost just as well in his last match. He just couldn't pull it out in the third.
Exactly. And this one, he didn't have to see the third.
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
That's interesting.
That's where it kind of fell apart for him last time. And this time he was lucky enough to not have to see it. So that is interesting.
Yeah. So, but Beth is just, God, rough day at the office.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You could say that.
Just, I don't know. I don't know. This is not, when a match doesn't have a lot, doesn't go to the third for one person, it's kind of, it's like, what do you talk about other than, not a good wheel spin, obviously, for her. Was that her second wheel spin or
no? I think it was the first one.
I think she was just thinking like, yeah, I know thrillers.
It's a very broad category.
It's a very broad category, but I think it's just one of those where like, it happens to a lot of people where it's like, yeah, I know this category, and then you just hit like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Like you saw it with Ben Bateman move release dates. Yeah. It's happened to Roku with Westerns a handful of times where it's like, yeah, I know Westerns, and it's like, whoa, I didn't know these Westerns.
Yeah.
So it's just maybe today this just wasn't her day. She got questions that she just flat out didn't know.
Yeah.
And it happens.
It definitely happens. It was a shame. I respect that she kept her energy up.
Yeah.
Because what are you gonna do? Like when you're down the whole time, you miss several in round 1.
Yeah, and I think
give up.
That might have to do something.
2 questions in round 2, 1 stolen.
That might have to do something to do with it too. Like you see, yeah, I missed 4, so I have to go for it here. He just went perfect, so I have to go here.
Maybe, and that is again, that's part of the Finstock Exchange's strategy. They like to keep the pedal to the metal. They like to intimidate you, and who knows if that got to her? That she was like, well, he only missed 1 in round 1, and he just went perfect, so I better not go to multiple choice.
Yeah, I need to go do just as well as he did to keep up.
Yeah.
And going multiple choices isn't going to win me this match.
Yeah.
So, and that's the exchange's whole stick.
Intimidation.
And
pressure.
Yeah, and pressure. And go hard and make your opponent
preach hard, play hard.
Yeah. Exactly. So I think it might have gotten to Beth a little bit, just like I have to. I miss so many, and the more she misses, like, oh, I can't go multiple choice here because I have to.
Well, because then I'll be in knockout territory.
Yeah. So. I think that it just kept piling on with her, and she just couldn't find her way out of it, and just couldn't find her footing again.
Yeah.
So
I don't think it's going to be the end of Beth May. I think we're definitely going to see her again. Too many people are fans of her and her personality for us to never see her again.
It's the quirky work mantra. It's either a win or a learning opportunity. You take this and it's like, well, maybe I'll just check down multiple choice more time to keep myself in it longer than have to like swing. And if I don't hit it, then I'm gone.
Yeah.
So
because whenever like with singles, it's like, oh, should have studied more. But
how do you study? How do
you do that in singles? It's everything. Like there's 500 gazillion movies probably on the table for singles and
every
teams.
movie ever released in the United States.
How are you going to be able to be like, oh, well, next time I should watch this movie? How do you know that movie's going to ever come up?
Yeah.
So it's hard when this happens in singles and teams to be able to be like, well, I should have hit the books better.
And
you can say that in a specialty division.
In a specialty division, you're like, well, I'm not good at this category.
Yeah.
Just double down on that category.
IG and Star Wars, there's definitely Star Wars, but I think also IG too. There's a finite list of movies.
Yeah, there
that you
is
have
a
to
list
choose
of
from.
movies. Yeah,
there's a list of movies, and you can it's more contained and focused, and you can brush up on your weak spots. Singles, it's like,
is rough.
oh man, I messed up on thrillers. Okay, cool. Let me look at my catalog of like 5 zillion thriller movies. You know.
Yeah.
So it sucks because it's like, what do you do? Where do you go?
Yeah,
from
and
here?
that's what we constantly say.
Keep
like
watching movies, I guess.
Yeah, the people that succeed in singles and in teams as well. It's like, how do you do it?
I don't get it.
I don't get it. I don't get how you keep that many movies straight in your head. So it's just a different. I guess it's just a different muscle.
You're wired different.
You're wired differently than other people.
And you've been watching movies since you were in the womb, I guess. I don't know.
My mom had the headphones on the belly. Like, yes, this is
Citizen Kane.
Yeah.
That ain't me.
Rosebud. Baby, it's a wagon. Spoiler alert.
Die Hard was released in 1988. Could you imagine?
Yeah.
It wasn't me. No way.
Nope. Maybe it was Star Wars. Definitely when I was home alone with her while you were at work. There's definitely a Star Wars on.
You say it like it's past tense.
Yeah.
And not still currently happening.
She did say Star Wars the other day, which gave me endless enjoyment.
Well, she's in that stage now where we can be like, can you say this?
Yeah.
And she'll just try her best to say it. Like, I tried to have her say, I think I tried to have her say like some long Star Wars word, and it was a mess, but it was adorable.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
She turned 3 today. We put her hair in Ray buns.
Oh, yeah. The day of this recording, it was her birthday, and she turned 3. Put her hair in Ray buns, put her in a cute little dress. Adorable.
She's so cute.
So adorable. You know, she also painted my butt, but she's pretty cute. So
We'll keep her.
I guess she's all right.
We already had her for 3 years. What's another 15?
It's a long time.
It is a long time.
Yeah, she's cute. I love her. Anyways, next match. She's going to be only a child. The next match is a singles match. We've got Eric Z-Man Zipper
Yeah, I was looking forward to this one.
of Swag versus Jader the Hurricane Paramo of the Den. Round 1. Jader missed who was Galahad in the Kingsman franchise, and then he missed a question about Denzel Washington. Zipper got a perfect round. Ooh. He did miss the bonus. It was a question from Inside Out. 6-8 in favor of Zipper.
Love that movie.
At the end of round 1.
You've seen that movie, right?
I've seen it once. It was cute.
It's great. Love it.
Really cute, actually. I don't remember like a lot of stuff. Like we were watching a TikTok earlier today where they referenced a character named Bing Bong, and I was like, "Who's that?" So
it's the elephant.
Was it like a figment of their imagination?
Yeah, it was the girl's imaginary
friend. Yeah,
Bing Bong.
Like the second half, later part of the movie, right?
Yeah, and they had a wagon that was powered by music, by singing or something. Was it singing or Happy Thoughts? I can't remember.
I don't know. Good question.
Yeah.
5-pointer.
5-pointer. What's it powered by?
I don't remember.
I think it's singing.
I just remember they're all emotions and core memories were gold balls, and there were other balls.
Yeah, each ball
was a memory of some
contains
sort.
a memory of some sort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a cute movie.
Yeah, the core memories create islands.
Just because I don't remember everything about it doesn't mean I didn't enjoy it.
Yeah.
Round 2. Jader spins away from rom-coms and gets courtroom dramas and legal thrillers. Oh. He went to multiple choice once and got it. So he did really well.
Killed it. I was like, whoa. Should have won the rom-coms, my dude. Oh, maybe. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My bad, man.
That's what I was thinking too, but never mind. Zipper spins away from the 90s, the 1990s, and gets action adventure.
Very broad.
Multiple choice 3 times. Missed one, not stolen, luckily. Oh, that was a True Lies question.
God, I was like yelling at the team.
Love
like,
True Lies.
Guys.
Yeah, I'm married to Rambo.
Guys, come on.
Yeah, love True Lies.
Love True Lies. One of my
Such a
favorite
good
Arnold movies.
My God.
Did you ever kill anybody? Yes, but they were all bad.
So yeah.
Ice cream maker?
What?
What are the three? What does he say? It's like 3 things. He says the bomb is ice cream maker, fax machine, something like that.
You're looking at me like I'm gonna know.
Come on, this is one of your favorite movies.
Okay.
Not Star Wars. Don't care.
I haven't watched True Lies in a long time.
You're gonna watch
but I do love it.
Yeah,
It's one of my parents'
I
favorite
gotta
movies
rewatch
too.
it. It's such a good movie.
Good times.
Such a good movie.
Yeah. Patarasis. So yeah, he goes to multiple choice 2 more times after that and got them both. Good job, Eric.
Good job.
12-13 in favor of Jader at the end of round 2. Round 3, 2-pointer for Zip. Disney. Donnie Yen and Jet Li appear in what 2020 live action Disney film? Mulan. We still gotta see that.
Did not know this, so now I have to see it.
Yeah, Donnie Yen and Jet Li are pretty dope.
Sweet, pretty dope.
2-pointer for Jader. Family films. Star Wars actor Jake Lloyd played Arnold Schwarzenegger's son in what 1990s family film?
Jingle All the Way.
Jingle All the Way.
I believe it's the only other movie this kid's been in.
I feel so bad for Jake Lloyd. He did a good job. Yeah, it's not his fault. Child actors just suck.
And when you have George Lucas directing you, it's...
That also didn't help him at all. No way,
Not the best actor's director.
Yeah, I feel bad for Jake Lloyd.
Fantastic storyteller.
Very much.
It's not
Poor
the
guy.
best director.
I hope he has some kind of royalties that he can still make money off of having to do that.
Just go to... I don't think he goes to
Conventions
anymore.
I don't know. People probably yell at him and stuff. I hope not. But I bet that there's jerks out there.
People suck.
People suck. 3-pointer for Zipper. Musicals. What 2018 musical Disney sequel features the songs Underneath the Lovely London Sky and A Trip a Little Light Fantastic? Mary Poppins Returns. Got it. Haven't seen it. Not gonna see it.
You heard they're making a sequel. Like, they're making a what?
Why?
No.
You don't need to.
It's with Emily Blunt.
I don't care about
Love
Emily
her.
Blunt. She's probably a nice lady, but she ain't
Love her.
Julie Andrews. Tell you that much for free.
Very few people are Julie Andrews. Come on.
As there can only be one. Yeah. Mary Poppins was perfect the way it was. There was no need to... Hollywood. 3-pointer for Jader. Spy films. That would be like somebody going, hey, let's remake Ninja Turtles, the first one. Let's remake it. Q.
They did reboot the franchise. They it kind of did remake it. It was a reboot.
It was perfect the way it was. The first one.
The chopping up the pizza in perfect triangle slices by doing this with your swords.
So good. So perfect.
Oh, and the cheese pull with Donnie.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
I want pizza now. Damn
When
it.
don't you want pizza?
That's a good question.
Lord.
Two things when you immediately mention them, I'm like, yep,
Well, if
we're going to have that for dinner now.
If I say the other one, then
Well, no, we have a million leftovers from
birthdays.
From birthday stuff. So.
Yeah. Okay, well, good.
Yeah.
Guess what Andrew's second food is that he will eat no matter what time of day it is.
Put it in the comment section. I'll tell you if you're right or wrong.
3-pointer for Jader. Spy films. Who plays the role of John Steed in 1998's The Avengers? Rafe Fiennes. That's not the Avengers that I know.
That's not Captain America.
Right?
No, it's...
That's not like MCU Avengers.
No. It's an old movie that had the same title.
Cancel them. They stole the name.
These guys coming out here like they think the Iron Man and the Hulk.
Hey, you ain't Steve. Get out of here.
You ain't Steve. We need a shirt. You ain't Steve.
Who do you think you are, Rafe? 5-pointer for Zipper. 1990s. Roger Spottiswoode. What a name. Directed what 1990 comedic action war film? What a genre.
Yeah. I immediately saw that one like, that's a genre?
Comedic action war film. Just the only thing I can think of that fits that description is Tropic Thunder.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. But I've also never heard of this movie. That starred Mel Gibson and Robert Downey Jr. Air America.
I've heard of it. I haven't seen it.
He did miss it, unfortunately. So with that, 17-18 in favor of Jader. Taking it home.
I love seeing Jader succeed because we were talking about this off air. And it was like Jader is like that. It's every Schmoedown fan's dream.
Yeah.
To become a competitor at being plucked out of obscurity in the middle of a crowd
By lottery
chance,
drawing.
by chance alone.
Yeah.
And now you're being asked to come back continually. Hey man, you want another match? Hey man, you want another match?
And you're succeeding.
Yeah, and you're doing well.
Yeah.
And you can chart his improvement through his career. So fantastic to see Jader get this win he's on the den now, right?
I do believe so.
Yeah, and the den needs the points.
Yeah.
So fantastic job, Jader. Like continuing to just put your head down and learn and grow in this league. So
yeah.
And this is a very even match. This is a very evenly match.
It was because Jader did miss a couple in round one, and Eric got a perfect round. Granted, yes, sure, he missed the bonus, but
second round,
strong start, kind of scary, you know.
Second round, he flipped it. So then he was behind and coming into the second. Coming out of the second, he's leading.
Yeah.
So.
Checking out a multiple choice a couple more times than Jader, missing one, even though it wasn't stolen, but it was still, points didn't go to him.
Yeah.
So I think, that's...
Yeah, I was very excited to see this match. And Zipper just...
This is kind of reminiscent of the IG match where he was strong start ahead. Well, I mean, that one went a sudden death with, that was Brandon Hanna, right?
Yeah. But he had a significant lead over Hanna, though.
Exactly. And it was kind of like, it kind of felt similar. Like, oh, we're doing well. We're feeling confident. We're cracking jokes. Ha, bah, bah. And then it just kind of gets away from you at the end.
Yeah, it gets away from you. I think that's where he looks at his match like, all right, so it's the third round. And I think it's because I was talking about Winston too. It's like he sort of focuses on the wrong thing for at times where I think in this moment he should have been telling Zipper, it's like, hey man, we're ahead. This is awesome, but don't lose focus. Keep going. And it was just a lot of cracking jokes and making fun. It's like focusing on what your player needs. Focus on look at what he's done in the past. And now that we have these two matches with Hanna and now with Jader, focus up on the third round. Make sure he's still in it and not losing himself in the third, because I think that's what happened in these last two matches.
Yeah, I was thinking about it well, maybe that's the style of, maybe that's what they have found is the style of coaching that works for Zipper. But then I thought about it and it's like, well, if you have two matches with the same type of thing, somewhat
change it up,
about the same type of thing sort of happen, then yeah, maybe it's time to pivot a little bit. Who knows?
Yeah.
I'm not a Schmoedown manager and I never could be. So I don't know. I don't know what conversations they have behind closed doors.
I can only speak from experience, because my difference between last season and this season was
the manager.
The manager totally focuses on Koi. Koi is amazing at looking at, not only looking ahead to the match and focusing on this could happen, that could happen, but realizing in the moment what I need in that particular moment and then focusing in on that.
Yeah.
I think that's where Winston needs to focus in on Zipper a bit. Recognize what he's doing well. Remind him he's doing that well, but then remind him not to lose focus.
Right.
I think that's what's happened in the last couple matches. So he's a good player.
Could be that. Could also be, well, just plain old didn't know that answer.
Yeah.
And it had nothing to do with the manager.
Again, I'm only talking from experience. I'm only giving my opinion on what I'm seeing.
Yeah, I just don't want to sound like we're trashing.
Yeah, no, he could just yep, no, didn't know it.
Yeah.
And that's the game.
Yeah,
it's
and
a
then
trivia contest.
that would have nothing to do with the managing.
This is a weird sports entertainment thing that we're doing. We can't this isn't something where we can lift weights and then all right, we're stronger. It's no, we have to, it's a mental gymnastics type of thing. And sometimes you just get hit with questions you just don't know. It's a trivia contest.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And like we said before, how do you study up for singles?
Beats me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Ask William Bambiani. Yeah, I asked him about it. I still don't understand. So.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of approach you can have for singles and teams apart from, I guess I'm just going to watch movies 24/7 for my whole life.
Yeah, so the Den is start with this win. They needed this win, but Swag is starting to struggle a lot. They're in last place, I believe.
I think they might be tied
for last.
At least the last time I looked at a scoreboard, I think. I don't know.
So,
but
they need
Swag they still have the Star Wars title match with
the
you
IG title match,
and Laura. They still have Paul's free for all win in their back pocket.
Yeah.
We're gonna be talking about a final exam match coming up. So. Yeah, people hit slumps. Team factions hit slumps. That's fine. There's still time.
Yeah,
before the end of the season.
Yeah, so not in full panic mode. Yeah, still got tournaments left over.
I mean, if it was the last week before Spectacular, it'd be but it's not. So there's time and there's opportunities.
Yes.
So with that being said,
you okay?
You know that feeling when you have a hair stuck to your hand, ladies or gents.
I had long hair at one point. My Liu Kang look.
Long for you.
Long for me. It was down to my shoulders. Or to my neck.
To my neck. More neck, not shoulders.
Yeah.
That would look weird as hell for you.
Yeah, it would.
Some dudes rock it.
My brother's hair, on the other hand, that's long.
He needs to cut his hair.
He did cut his hair. Didn't cut to the length we normally see him as.
He needs to cut his hair. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
For him.
It's long.
For him. Okay. Here we go. What is this? I don't know. Battlefield, whatever. It's a pay-per-view.
It's a throwdown.
Sure. It's a pay-per-view. It's a live whatever.
I think it's a double main event. I think they advertise it as
2 overcards.
Wow. Double overcard.
Dang. Well, actually, if there's no undercard, logically you can't have an overcard, so it's just 2 cards, I guess, because there has to be an under for an over. Okay, first we have Deception of Corruption, and that is, of course, Adam the Coyote Collins and Lady Justice Marisol McKee versus Lightning Time of the Usual Suspects, and that is Ethan Big Time Irwin and Lightning Liz Shannon Miller. Loved what?
So not a huge fan of the name, but I can live with it.
You know, at the beginning of the season, they were like, "Hey guys, if you can think of any better names, let us know." And I definitely tried. And I applied myself, and I'm like, what weather-related puns? Because, you got Lightning Liz Shannon Miller, I don't know, something about time or whatever because of Big Time. I don't know. I really racked my brain for a good day or so, and I'm like, ain't gonna be me.
Yeah.
And then when they were like, Lightning Time, I went, all right. I couldn't come up with
I was thinking, whatever the clock tower's name in Back to the Future.
That's a 5-pointer, if I ever heard. I don't know, maybe 3-pointer. I don't know. I have no gauge for
tower.
anything that's not Star Wars.
The clock time obviously keeps track of time, and it gets struck by lightning. I don't know. I can't. I'm not. Does it have a name? I can't remember.
Oh, because it's time and lightning. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yep.
You did that.
I did that. Call up Brad Gilmore. Maybe he knows the name of it.
I'd hope so. I would hope so. I did like the opening promo of this match, right. Where Liz came upon she happened upon a reflective Ethan Irwin studying 2 whiteboards outside in the sun for some reason. And she was carrying with her one of her beautiful hats. I don't know what kind of hat it was.
Fedora? I don't think it's a fedora.
I don't know that it was a fedora. I don't know. It almost looked like a fedora mixed with a cowboy hat.
Yeah.
Like they had a baby and it was a...
One of the comments, guys, since people know style.
Yeah.
I don't know fashion.
Trying to put cowboy and fedora together. Cowdora hat.
Yeah.
And she presented one to Ethan, and he did that. He dropped his boards. Is that what I think it is? That was, I don't know why I thought that was adorable.
I just like the... Is that what I think it is?
So he put it on, said he felt like he knew all the answers to all the animated films. And it was adorable. I loved it. And Deception,
great.
They had their pretty standard, Adam Collins, I see you driving while you're doing your promo. Bro, come on. Come on, man. Unless that was green screen, but I don't think so.
No, it looked very convincing.
But yeah, no. Fun promo. Good job, guys. Round 1. Marisol and Adam. Oh, they both missed the question where the answer was Los Angeles. Mm-hmm. Something about the setting for 2 movies.
Yeah.
Liz missed a question about Sandra Bullock. Liz and Marisol missed a question about the Lego Batman release date in 2017. Mm-hmm. Liz missed Perks of Being a Wallflower by 1 word.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That
She didn't write down perks.
Something like that. Mm-hmm. Ethan, however, got a perfect round and got the bonus.
Ooh.
13-14 in favor of Lightning Time. Round 2. Deception goes first. They spin opponent's choice. Uh-oh.
Oops.
They get given Star Trek. They go into multiple choice 1 time, and that was missed and then stolen.
I do want to talk about this, so go ahead and finish up the round.
Lightning Time then goes. They spin Dance, and they decide to stick with it yet again, and they got a perfect round 2. Mm-hmm. With that, 23-27 in favor of Lightning Time.
Keep going. We'll talk about it after we finish the match.
Okay.
I didn't realize
Round 3. 2-pointer for Deception. Adam takes it. Matthew McConaughey. Check it out. He's back. Who directed Matthew McConaughey in the film Ed TV? Ron Howard. Got it. 3-pointer for Deception. Marisol takes it, of course. Leo DiCaprio. Who played Leo's father in Gangs of New York? Qui-Gon Jinn himself.
Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson. Got it. Okay, we bounce to Lightning Time. 2-pointer. Crime. She's back, everybody.
She's back.
Ethan takes it. Uh-oh. I meant to fact check this one with my speech to text. So if it's a little off,
that's why.
Blame Android.
That's why.
Lorraine Safario directed Jennifer Lopez in what 2019 crime drama? Hustlers. Got it.
I heard that movie's really good.
I want to see it.
I do too.
I really do.
And not because of because they're strippers, right?
I think. I mean, I think Jennifer Lopez had to like learn pole dancing or whatever.
Yeah.
But I think that's a beautiful athletic skill. Yeah. So I do want to see that.
Don't be nasty.
I'm not gonna lie. I do want to see her do that.
Yeah, but I heard it's a fantastic movie.
Yeah. No, I want to see it. 5-pointer for deception. Denzel Washington. John Lithgow plays hitman Earl Talbot Blake in what 1991 thriller, also featuring Ice-T? They kind of were like going back and forth on this one. I think they used a JTE or two. Yeah, being real careful. And they kind of went for it because they kind of had to. And it was Ricochet and they got it. With that, we go back to lightning time for their 3-pointer with Liz, directors. Which actor directed Will Smith and Matt Damon in the 2000 film The Legend of Bagger Vance? Robert Redford. Got it. 5-pointer for lightning time. All comes down to this. The 1980s. Esmond Davis directed what 1981 fantasy adventure film that co-stars Laurence Olivier? And I feel like pretty quickly, Ethan was like, I cannot think of anything but Clash of the Titans.
Yeah.
Which was correct. And with that, 33-37 in favor of lightning time.
Suspects are on a roll right now. They're on a roll.
It's been going well.
You guys need a lot of these points, and they are delivering on these points.
It's been going well.
Yeah, I got lightning time again, playing really loose. There was a couple of times where I was like,
"Oh my god, yes.
Come on!" Especially in the second round.
Second round was.
They're like, "Oh, is it this? Is it that?" You guys like 3, 2. It's like, yeah, it's this. I'm like,
yeah.
Oh, it's correct. Okay, cool, whatever. But like I've said it before, that laid back demeanor, when it works, but when it doesn't, it's ugly. And it just worked out in their favor this time.
Yeah.
So it's
Ethan is just so laid back.
So laid back.
And I know we've said it 1,000 times. He's so laid back and go with the flow. Yeah. And he and Liz trust each other so much that she could say something with enough confidence that he'd be like, sure. You know?
Yeah.
So
you don't want to check the multiple choice or hear the question again? That sounds good.
I know. I mean, if she says it with enough confidence in her voice, then he'll be like, all right, well, you sound like you're sure. So I trust you.
And that's worked to their benefit when she has the correct answer. But like I said, it's like, oh man, that's like two sides of a coin that like
it's a scary way to play.
That's two extremes for this team. But luckily today they played well enough to where they were able to come out with the win. On the other side of that, with deception, I think this was a lot, and you saw it with the 5-pointer of Collins playing really careful on that 5.
Yes.
Because of the one that got stolen. And I think it really came down to that is where they need to improve, because I can't remember why they lost their last one. But communication was really key in that steal, because the question had something to do with a
ship in Star Trek.
Enterprise D, I think it is, or E, or whatever.
Some kind of a disc.
I'm not a huge Star Trek fan, but I know enough to know there's several different variations of the Starship Enterprise, and it is distinguished by a letter at the end of Starship Enterprise D, E, F, I don't know.
Logically, sure. Yeah. Sounds about right.
So the question had that in there, and Collins, we do this all as competitors. When you hear the question, you think it's going to go one way, and then you lock onto that one part of the question.
Yeah, you start anticipating where they're going.
Yeah, and I think Collins was stuck on that, the ship detached. And it's like, oh yeah, the ship detaches to beyond, and he just got stuck there. But then Marisol was listening to this, and she even went as far as explaining, like, yeah, it sounds like Generation because the ship does detach, but it is this model that does that.
With the D at the end.
The D at the end, right? And Collins was just so locked on. Well, beyond the ship detaches too, so that's where my initial gut went. And then Marisol kept going, well, no, but it's the D. And then Collins, for whatever reason, they came to the conclusion, okay, we'll go beyond.
Yeah, that's where my gut was.
Let's listen to my gut. Even though Marisol was correct in the logistics of the model of the Enterprise detaching. And it's like, it always sucks when that happens.
I don't think that determined the match, but it still didn't help.
I think that's what the match boiled down to, was had they used the repeat and Marisol been able to plead her case a little bit longer, like, dude, it's the D that does this in this movie.
Giggity.
Don't be nasty.
God.
You have ruined me. You've ruined me. This is all your fault.
It is, actually.
But I think had they repeated it and Marisol was able to sort of spell it out more for Collins, I think that she would have been persuaded him to go with that answer.
Yeah.
But I think that's, and because then you saw it in that 5-pointer, he's like, all right, Marisol, what do you think it is? They talked it out. They repeated it a couple times. Be 100% sure that was the right answer.
Yeah.
So I think this is a learning opportunity for both of them to make sure, because both of these competitors could be A competitors on this team. There's no doubt of that.
Yeah, for sure. They are.
So it's not a question of yielding to the A player or the B player. It's just communicating further.
Yeah.
So I think that's what really kind of halted this win for them, was not being 100% sure of communicating with each other. So that's what I think. Opinion.
Yeah.
Not exactly what happened is what I'm saying, what I observed.
Yeah, I'm not sure that I'm 100% on board, because if that had made or broken the match, it was a stumbling point, sure. But I don't think that even if it hadn't gotten stolen, I don't think it would have been enough to come back 33-37.
Yeah.
But it definitely was a stumbling point. And who knows, that could have taken down some of their momentum going in round 3. I mean, it didn't really matter because they got all 3 of their questions in round 3. So it's not like it hindered them.
Just to correct myself, I don't think it hindered on the match. I think this is something they need to
think about
going into the next match, because
just be aware
of this situation, because had Marisol not been correct, I shoo it away. It's like, bad luck.
Yeah.
But since she was correct,
it's like, whoops.
there's two people on the team.
Well, hindsight's always 20/20, but yes.
So I like I said, each match is a learning opportunity. Learn from this little stumble that you had in the second round, so you don't make it again. Yeah. That's the best you can do as competitors. Trying to make the same mistake twice.
Yeah.
So that's my 2 cents.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I try to go into singles and teams and get absolutely demolished. So
it'll be embarrassing.
It would be embarrassing. It'd be a knockout in the first round. First ever.
Real ugly.
In the history of the Schmoedown.
It would just be question 1 and I would just start crying and give up.
What movie?
I've never heard of that.
I don't know.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
Anyways. It was a great match.
It was a very good match, regardless.
And Deception, they'll come back. They'll come back stronger, I'm sure, because they're the type of competitors that they're not going to take this lightly, and they are going to. Marisol was, I think she was a little fired up after this, like disappointed, of course. Who wouldn't be? So a team like this, when they got Marisol's got the fire, and I think Adam does too. He's just. His personality is so like.
I think, I think with him though, because like he hinted on this in the post-match interview. He's like, I'm sorry, I can't go perfect every single time.
That might be the
expectation on him, because
a curse for him of doing so well.
Your first season,
constantly pressure to be like, well, I'm sorry, I can't go 7-0 every time.
I can't hit the jumper 3 every single time.
Exactly. The man can only do what he can do. He's proven that he is an elite player in the course of
Former
1 year. His rookie year, he defined himself as an elite player.
Yeah.
So the man knows what he's doing, but it does suck if he does feel like he has that kind of pressure. Like, I'm sorry, I can't be perfect. Sorry, I can't knock everybody out. Yeah. Obviously not.
Yeah.
Nobody is going to be that. Everybody stumbles at some point.
Yeah. And Marisol has a big match, a number 1 contender match coming up.
Yeah, that's true.
So she has that on. She's got bigger things to fry right now.
These 2 types of players, and with the manager they have, this is not the kind of team and manager combination that they're going to take this loss and go, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
They're going to take this loss and they're going to go, nope, not again. And they are going to come back stronger and they're going to come back scarier. So I'm excited to see what Deception does when they come back, because I know they're going to come back with some heat.
Yeah.
Especially Marisol, because I feel like she was a little fired up after that match.
Yeah.
So excited to see what they have to bring. Excited to see what happens for Lightning Time with their next match. They will be facing the winner of Rushmore Final Exam.
I want to know what this little mini gauntlet thing is, because because both these teams all have 1 loss on their record, right? Yeah. Or no? Well, never mind. We'll talk to it after this next match.
Ask me like I know. Next match, we got Rushmore of the Finstock Exchange. That's John the Outlaw Roca and Little Evil JTE versus Final Exam of Swag, who is, of course, Paul Primetime Oyama, Set Your Clocks, and the delinquent Lon Harris. All right, let's jump into it. Round 1. JTE missed a question about Frozen 2. He wrote Frozen, but not the 2.
Because he said he's never seen any of these movies, which I can't blame you. I'm not the biggest fan of the Frozen franchise, so
I halfway watched Frozen. The first one.
Yeah.
I haven't watched the second one. I know Let It Go. Olaf is a snowman.
yeah.
The sister is kind of just like one of those damsel in distress. It's like, I need to have a man by my side to be worth anything. You know, that kind of character. Like, save me.
Yeah.
Am I remembering correctly? I don't know.
I have my problems with Frozen of the whole, like, you know, they get duped by men and all they get is a punch to the face. It's like
The men?
the men dupe the women, and it's like, really?
Yeah. I'm not a fan of the whole, like, I need to have a man.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know.
I mean, she starts off like that, and then she kind of, I don't know. I'm just not the biggest fan of the film. Much prefer Moana.
Hell yeah. All she needs is a sea, baby. That's all she needs.
It's her in the sea. That's all she needs.
Just me in the sea. I don't need no man.
And she doesn't.
And she doesn't.
She does it all herself.
Yeah.
Well, not all herself, but
Well, her in the sea.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's...
And Maui's encouragement.
Maui's pretty cool, but it's not like it's romantic. That'd be weird as hell. Anyways, that got a little weird too.
Sorry.
Paul, Lon, and John all got perfect rounds, and they all got the bonus.
It's going to be that kind of match.
With that, 16 to 18 in favor of final exam. Round 2. Rushmore spins 2010s. They get a perfect round 2. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Final exam goes. They spin away from action adventure. Sure. They get Robert Rodriguez, who I have been informed directed a Star Wars.
He directed one episode of The Mandalorian.
I think
it's
it was
not
like
in the movies, so we're not full. You know,
I think it was like chapter 14 of The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
I don't study TV.
He's directed films that, you know, I'm not the biggest fans of. So
yeah, I looked up.
He's not on the top of my brain.
I looked up his IMDb profile and I'm like, I've heard of one of those, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure he's a cool guy.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's a great director.
I can't remember what episode chapter 14 is.
It
is Star Wars, but it's not Star Wars movie.
It's got The Mandalorian in it.
Yeah.
And it's got Grogu. That's all I remember. I don't know. I really got to rewatch. Wait, there's been 2 seasons already?
There's 2 seasons.
Holy Jesus.
We don't get the third one until 2022.
We got to rewatch that. But yeah, no, I am now enlightened that Robert Rodriguez is a Star Wars person. I don't ever
Come on,
intend.
man. There's so many directors that
I don't study
episodes.
Star Wars TV, nor do I intend to anytime soon. So they got Robert Rodriguez. He's a cool guy. Multiple choice. One time they got it right. 28 to 29 in favor of final exam. Round 3. 2-pointer for Rushmore. JTE takes it. Modern classics.
Yeah, this is a weird category. I
wonder who deems it a modern classic. It seems kind of subjective.
Yeah. So it's just a wonky category. Like that's a modern classic.
Like
really?
To me, first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, modern classic. Is that in that category?
I don't know. I think like things like I don't know. I don't want to.
Titanic.
So yeah.
Something like that.
Something like that. Like where it's very popular. Like everybody's seen it, and it's like
probably
modern enough. To
probably
where
anything that's won like Best Picture.
Something. Yeah. Something like that.
Within the last 20 years.
So, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what the criteria is. Which director helmed the films The Last Temptation of Christ and Mean Streets? Martin Scorsese. He got it. 2-pointer for final exam. Paul takes it. Julia Roberts. Julia Roberts co-stars with Cameron Diaz, Dermot Mulroney, and Rupert Everett in what 1990s romantic comedy? My Best Friend's Wedding.
Good movie.
Got it. 3-pointer for Rushmore. John takes it. Animated. Uh-oh. As John would say.
Yeah. He does this all the time.
Every category that's not Westerns,
God.
really. Oh,
Jeez.
no.
Oh, I don't know.
And then he crushes it.
Yeah.
He's a legend. What 2012 film features characters such as King Candy, Zangief, Sonic the Hedgehog, and Fix-It Felix Jr.? Wreck-It Ralph. Got it. 3-pointer for final exam. Lon. Tom Hanks, he's back. Back again. Who co-stars alongside Tom Hanks as the character of Joe Friday? Is that right? In Dragnet. Got it. Real quick. Dan Aykroyd. Got it. 5-pointer for Rushmore. Here we go. Come down to the 5, babies. 5-pointer for Rushmore. Remakes and reboots. Dominic West, Wayne Knight, and Julie Benz all feature in what 2008 comic book reboot? JTE seems to take the lead on this one. Oh, hold on. Let me scroll back to where I was. Punisher Warzone. Yeah. They got it. Okay, it's all down to final exams 5-pointer. And they get martial arts. What actor who is Academy Award nominated in the 2000s played Stavros, an international terrorist, in the 1997 film Double Team? Mickey Rourke. Whiplash himself.
Yeah.
Am I right?
That's shot in the trailer or in the movie.
I loved it. That was Iron Man 2.
Yes.
Yes.
Iron Man's 2 better than people give it credit for.
I like Iron Man 2.
Yeah.
Iron Man 3?
Yeah.
I could definitely leave that one behind. But Iron Man 2, fun movie. I really like the character of Whiplash. I love the character of Justin Hammer.
Yeah, I didn't like the fact that he comes back in a big suit at the end. It's like, come on, guys.
Who comes back in a big
Whiplash.
suit?
It's like, oh, bigger, better suit.
What, like an Iron Man-like suit?
Yeah. It's like,
He did?
Yeah, you don't remember? Yeah, they.
He wore...
Yeah, you remember that? They do the whole thing. Like, oh,
because they wanted him to like help
Yeah.
make them more...
Yeah, the hammer drones and...
Yeah.
And
He wore a suit?
Yeah, he wore a huge suit and he upgraded and I
Did it
double
have
cycle.
whips?
Yeah, he had huge freaking whips. I double cycle. More power. Good advice. You don't remember that? No?
Yes.
Yes.
I do. I do.
My terrible impersonation.
Palladium in the chest. Painful way to die. I actually think I really like that movie.
Hey man, I want my board.
I want my board.
I want my board.
My board.
I love the overly tanned palms.
My God. I want to be Justin Hammer for Halloween. So I can just fake tan the hell out of my hands. That would be so much fun.
I think one of my favorite scenes is when he's showing Rhodey the weapons that he's going to upgrade the Mark II suit to become War Machine. Like that's like a fantastic scene. I love it.
Oh, was it the mother-in-law? The ex-wife.
The ex-wife. Yeah, that scene.
Yeah.
I just love it. How like, I can tell this isn't disco enough for you. I'm like, what? Disco enough?
I forgot about that.
What am I talking about? You're not a hunter. I'm getting rid of it.
This ain't disco enough for you.
Oh man, it's so good. I love the scene so much. When I worked for a bike dealership out in Lakeland, we redid that scene with like bike equipment, like motorcycle equipment and stuff. And I directly stole. It's not disco enough for you.
Such a good line. Oh my God. And then I also love when it's like it's not the Stark Expo, whatever Expo.
It is a Stark Expo.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
When he comes out and he's like,
oh yeah,
doing his dance.
yeah. And you remember watching the behind the scenes for that? Like that wasn't a part of the scene at all. The
dancing?
Yeah, the dance. They play that music for him to get like.
And he just did it?
Just get into character. And he started dancing. And they're like, all right, we're gonna roll, and we're gonna put that in the movie.
Do that again,
Yeah.
or they just caught it.
I can't remember if they just caught it or they just rolled and they just used it. But they used it as a warm up for him to get into character, and he would just start dancing. It's like, we needed to use this like now.
What a baller!
So good.
I think I like that movie a lot, actually.
I like it. People like two MC movies that sorry for this tangent, but like the MC movies that I think don't get enough credit are Iron Man 2 and the first Captain America. I love the first Captain America
I just like the whole Captain America
arc
section of MCU.
Yeah. His arc. He's got an amazing arc.
After watching
Falcon and Winter
the
Soldier.
Falcon and Winter Soldier, I really want to go back and watch all the Captain America movies.
Yeah, he's got a great arc.
Because I feel like I'll appreciate Bucky more. I know. And Falcon, for that matter.
Yeah.
Pepper was kind of annoying in Iron Man 2.
Yeah, I think she was. It's top of the list of what people don't like about Iron Man 2. She's obnoxious.
She was a little obnoxious in that movie, if I'm going to be honest with myself. But yeah, I love the first Iron Man.
Oh man, first Iron Man is probably my top 5.
And Jeff Bridges was so good. I'm trying to think of what his name was.
Justin Hammer?
No. Jeff Bridges person.
Oh, Jeff Bridges.
Oh, it's like on the tip of my brain. Oh no.
This is why we're Star Wars competitors.
You know what? Let's not waste any brain cells. I'll look it up later. Who cares? I feel like it starts with an O. Obadiah Stane.
Yes.
Call me Christian. Anyways, Mickey Rourke, they got it. Yeah. So with that, 38-39 in favor of final exam.
Ooh, this
taking
is
home to swag.
This is a good match. And it came down to that one miss from JTE.
The Frozen one. I know.
All
and
it came
Jen,
down to.
like a friggin' savage, told him to let it go at the end of their post-interview. Like, God, Jen. Girl, calm down.
What are you doing? Oh, well, she's historically not like JTE, the character.
No, Jen's amazing.
Yeah.
Anytime she like burns someone like that, I'm like, oh my God.
Jen.
kicking them when they're down. Okay.
Come on. Yeah, but it came down to that one miss. And like, so like final exam, when they play like this, it's like they can beat anybody.
Yeah, because
any given day.
Paul straight up said at the end, he's not sure he would have pulled that 5-pointer without Lon.
Yeah.
It was Lon who said, it's this. And then Paul was like, oh, yeah, now that you say it, it's getting my wheels turning. My biscuits are turning, you know? My brain biscuits are turning. So as soon as Lon said it,
yeah,
Paul was like, yeah, you're right.
That sounds right.
And he full on said, not sure if I would have pulled that alone. So when Lon is on,
yeah. Yeah, because Lon has been a little spotty here and there.
Here and there.
When he's on, he's really on.
A lot of people can be.
Yeah, but when he's on, watch out, because this team could go the distance.
And I love their chemistry. They're really fun together. I'm so happy with. I know we've said this before, but I'm so happy with Paul's character.
Yes, yeah, him especially. Yeah, he fits better as a face than he ever did as a heel.
Yes, and I love when Lon says something Lonish, and Paul just genuinely laughs. It's so cute. Like, I just love seeing their chemistry together.
I love when Paul and Winston will say something, and Lon's like, "What?
I don't get it.
I don't get it."
Lon's a treasure, a national treasure. He's hilarious, and I love seeing him and Paul. New Paul. I mean, it's not new. This character's not new anymore, but you know, I love it.
Yeah.
And you know, Roka and JTE, two arguably of the biggest legends of the game.
Yeah.
It came down to
one miss question.
One miss. And not even, it was one number. He wrote Frozen. He just didn't write 2.
Yeah.
So it's not like he
whiffed it. And it was a guess. He's like, it's 50-50 here. Frozen? Oh, it's Frozen 2. Well, damn it.
Came down to one numeral, you know?
Yeah.
It's rough.
Yeah. And I think I have to talk about this because Jen was talking to Roka about him this being his last season.
Oh, yeah.
Rumoredly. It's like, wait, what?
Yeah.
What? No, please no. Please no. Please no. Please no. Please no.
We were kind of spacing out a little bit towards the end, admittedly. And then we heard John say something like, well, if this is my last year, then I'd like to go out playing well. We're like, excuse me? Hello?
We're like the Meerkats that pop up like, what?
What did you say, John?
No.
That's not what we agreed on.
You're supposed to be like the Brett Favre of the Schmoedown. Keep playing until you're like 50.
Yeah.
I mean, he probably already is 50. But
retire in December, come back in February. Yeah. You know, no problem.
Yeah, no problem.
Just retire in the off season and then come back. But yeah, no, that definitely got our attention. Yeah. We'll see.
I mean, we say this about every team of their caliber. It's like the tournament's around the corner, and they don't have another A team. This is the team. They could.
They absolutely could.
Yeah.
When they got King Khan and Griffey Nooms sniffing around.
Yeah, but like this situation now, like there's other teams there's other factions out there where like, you know, who do you put in the tournament? Kind of situation, like corruption, deception. If corruption doesn't win a collision, who do you put in the tournament?
Right.
Because your obvious A team is corruption, but your A1 team.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. They're both A teams.
Yeah, they're both A teams. So like, but with the exchange, at this point in time, it's like you put in your A team.
You put in Rushmore.
Put in Rushmore. Come on now.
The veterans of the game. Yeah. And like there are 2 out of 3 veterans on the team. You're gonna put them in.
Yeah.
How are you not gonna put in John Roka and JTE?
Yeah.
So, but I mean, Gucci does have the interesting situation of he's got people that are doing well. You know, he's got Khan, he's got Nooms, he's got Radis, he's got the Barbarian.
Yeah.
So he's got a lot. He's got Lomas. He's got a lot to choose from, and some people that we either haven't seen yet or haven't seen much of. So you know, Gucci's got a lot to choose from.
Got riches. Got diamond hands. Apparently.
Diamond hands, laser eyes, whatever that means, but I don't know, but I love it. I think it's hilarious. Anything Dagnino says, I think is hilarious. I don't know. He could read the telephone book and I would cry laughing.
It would be something like oh, John Smith, this guy probably like sells whatever. He did in the comments like that.
Thinking about him saying that makes me laugh. I love Tom.
Can't wait to see these people like get my meat hooks on you again.
Get my meat hooks in you, and I'm that's weird.
That's weird.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get my hands on you. I'm gonna hug you
consensually.
Depends on who you are. Like, are we in a Ben Goddard? that boy doesn't have a chance in hell. I am tackle hugging him. So, you know.
It's going to be like Poe Dameron in Rise of Skywalker with the neck grab. The neck grab. Oh my God. Come on.
What a man hug that was.
Yeah, that's a don't care what people think man hug.
Oh, yeah, no.
Grab the neck and all.
Gonna be lots of hugs going on. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Get ready.
Yeah.
Set your clocks.
Great match, man. That's one of those matches like one question. Come on, man. That's
rough.
an awesome
It's a rough
match.
way to go.
That's
But
rough.
now we get to see Final Exam versus Lightning Time.
I'm interested to see like this little gauntlet, like because you have press room just won. There's another team out there that just won. I think was it? I don't know, but like all these teams, these teams are winning now. I would like to see. So is it they go? There can't be a number one contender match now. It has to be another win for them and then a number one contender match. You know what I mean? Because it's got to be at least 2 wins in a row.
Yeah,
for them.
makes
So
sense.
I'm interested to see like who they whoever the winners of these matches when they play each other, who they play next, because it has to be another person with the same record, and that I imagine will be a number one contender match. Anyways, speaking of upcoming matches,
Okay, so I'm looking at the Schmoedown website.
Asterisks on these next matches coming up.
I know that recently Christian said, "Oh, there's some inconsistencies on the site, so take this with a grain of salt." Not sure. I have seen at least one update on the site, so I know that some stuff has been done. But I also tried to look on the Twitter, and I didn't see anything. But here's what it says. Well, and also there is a teams match coming up later in July. With a Stars team and a Swag team, both say to be announced. So who knows what's going on there. Anyways, this week, Wednesday, July 14th, we have Claudia Dolph of Corruption versus Christy V of the Stars.
Ooh.
So that'll be fun. Haven't seen those ladies in a little bit. And then on Thursday, July 15th, we have an Inner Geekdom match. We've got the Jesse the Jackal Swift of Quirky Mercs versus Jacob. Don't remember your name. I'm sorry.
He's on your team.
How embarrassing.
Split house this week for Inner Geekdom, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm still not even
Jesse.
sure. I'm still not even sure if it's a Whitnabin or Wittenbin.
I think it's Whitnabin.
The way it's spelled makes me think Whitnabin. Whitnabin.
Whitnabin. Say it fast. Whitnabin.
Whitnabin.
Yeah.
Of the Usual Suspects in Inner Geekdom, July 15th. And, according to the website, that seems to be it for the week.
And there is a correction on somebody's match. So Nicki Dimalanta will no longer be playing
Jeff Lowe.
Jeff Lowe. He was dropped by the Stars.
I don't know what happened there.
Don't know what happened
Two
there.
people dropped from the Stars, one of them being him.
And then Jericho gets picked up in their place.
Yeah.
So that's a whole other conversation that we're not going to get into.
Yeah, no thanks.
But you will now be playing
the one and only Lacey Gillerin.
Lacey Gillerin.
So that is an update to. So I know somebody's up here updating this schedule. So yeah, that is an update. Dad, you're so embarrassing.
Yeah. 2 female competitors going up against each other, which is another conversation in its own that we will not get into in this episode.
You drive me nuts.
Sorry.
Do you know that? Drive me bananas. So that's what's going on.
Yeah.
That's the update. Yeah, that's happening. It's a thing. Hasn't happened yet, so we'll see.
So it's still debatable?
Yes.
When will you concede?
When we film?
Or when it airs?
Well, no. When we film, then I will know that it has happened.
Yeah. So you got to start introducing yourself as...
Well, that doesn't happen until it airs because I don't want to take the mystery out of like we filmed on this day.
Yeah.
We filmed on this many weeks before the match.
coming.
Like, I don't know how much people want the curtain pulled back. So I guess when it airs, then I have to start saying that.
Yeah.
But it'll be real for me, I guess, when we film. Oh.
So with that, Star Wars competitor Nicki Dimalanta, where can they find you online?
Lord, help me. Debatable still. Hasn't happened yet. We will see. You can find me on Twitter at Dimmy, DIMMMYYY.
As for me, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at
boy.
Drew Dimalanta, Drew_Dimalanta on TikTok, DIMALANTA. Listen to this on audio form. Please follow the feed and rate us.
If you're watching us on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, click the bell icon in the lower right-hand corner to see when we do stuff on YouTube. This week we got a new Radcast coming out.
Oh, yes, that's right.
I think.
Yes, we do. So go ahead and head over there for the new episode of Radcast dropping on Friday. Head over to my TikTok because that one ridiculous video I did has a lot of likes.
It's been doing really well.
Like last time I looked, it was like 30,000 likes. I don't know if that's good for TikTok or not. I don't know.
I think it's good for like your third video. So
yeah, it got taken down at one point and then put back up. So but,
we love a controversial king.
Yeah, I'm close to 500 followers. So
that's a lot
goals
for having just joined.
I think I'm gonna hit 500 by the time this airs. So a new goal will probably get me to like at least 600. That's for you guys. So go over to my TikTok, Drew_Dimalanta, hit the follow button, get me up to 600. I would like to put more energy into that because it's fun little videos.
It's fun, it's quick, it's easy.
Yeah. Anyways, that will do it for us on this episode of Beyond the Schmoedown. I don't know what I'm doing there. We'll see you next time.